All right, guys. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Good evening, guys. All right. Good evening. Hot topic. Obin one name. Good evening. Good evening, Juliet. Yeah, all right. Yeah. My day was fine. Thank you very much, Juliet. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about you guys? I trust your day was fine. Trust your day was fine. All right. Okay, so yeah, today we will be rounding up on digital forensics today. All right, so yeah, today's class will be more of conclusion and a bit shorter than usual. Okay, all right. But before then, please a quick follow-up to the tags for Hush Puppy affidavits. So guys, if you read or if you've gone through the affidavit, please pen down something interesting you discovered in the affidavit. Just quickly type something in, something you found intriguing, right? Maybe there's something most people believe in mainstream media, but then after reading the affidavit, you're like, but how are they able to come to this conclusion? Okay. Yeah, let me hear your thoughts, guys. Let me hear your thoughts. Yes, then also um I want to believe most of us have downloaded and set up Autopsy on our Windows system and also downloaded the Android image to analyze. So please let me know if you have done that and let me know if you enjoy doing that, right? If you discover anything interesting, you have any question relating to that, please feel free to ask. Okay. So yeah, good evening, guys. I might not be able to call everybody by name, but yes, please, I'm seeing everybody's message. Thank you very much. Okay, so yes, so we'll just wait for a little bit longer. So by 10 minutes past 7 my local time, we will jump to the business for the day. Okay, we jump to business for today. But then while waiting for others to join in, please let me hear your thoughts on Hush Puppy affidavits and also on autopsy and the Android image analysis. Okay, so I will be waiting for your comments now. All right. Okay, I'm not getting as much comment as I am expecting. All right. Okay, guys, please let's keep the comments rolling. Okay, okay, Adefio, your autopsy is not downloading on my system. You please check your internet, okay? Check your internet. The download and installation process for autopsy is very, very straightforward. So Adefio, you want to check your internet. Make sure you have a stable internet and yeah, that should be it. Um okay, tech uniquely. I'm still setting up the VMware. I'm on a Mac and I have very limited space left. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Autopsy. I'm sorry. Technically, all right, but you could create space for the autopsy, right? It's not so large. I think it's around download is around 1 gigabyte, right? Then set up everything should total to probably. I mean, if you have like 5 gigs, you should be able to work on the autopsy. Okay. All right. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Okay. All right. Primarily for those who are complaining about the Windows 10 and 11 setup, right? Thought we agreed yesterday that the autopsy is going to be set up on your main system. Okay. So yeah, you're supposed to set up autopsy on your main system, right? So you're just supposed to pause with the virtual environment, right? We agree that we're going to spend more time on that together this weekend. Okay. Yes. Also, Jane. Yes, you should have just worked on the autopsy. Okay. And then this weekend you can go back to resolving your virtual environment problem. All right, Boluwatife. All right. All right. Okay. Thank you, Nickly. That's nice. That's nice. I'm not hearing anything from Hush Puppy affidavits. It seems nobody went through the affidavits. All right. Okay, Obi one name. I think Nigeria cannot handle Poppy's case properly. Our conviction rate for a crime like this is low. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay. I need more. Evania, good evening. I need more. I need more comments, guys. Yeah, so this is 10 minutes past time. So please keep your comments rolling. Keep your comments rolling, okay? And yeah, so just a quick one. We will go back, we'll go over the process for analyzing the image like we did yesterday. And then like today we are going to, like I said earlier, today is wrap up for digital forensic, introduction to digital forensics. And yeah, we have just one more example, one more practical to show where we'll be practicing what is it called, steganography, right? We will be doing a demo on steganography. We'll hide the text inside an image, and then also we are going to walk through the process of extracting the text from the image. Okay, and yeah, from there we will call it a wrap for digital forensics. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much, guys. All right, so please let's try as much as possible to keep our questions and contribution to digital forensics. Okay, let's just restrict our contributions and our questions to forensics. Okay, yes, so thank you. So I will be sharing another screen now so we can walk through the set process again. And yeah, we'll jump to steganography as soon as we walk through the process of using autopsy again. All right. Okay. I can you guys see my screen now? Okay. Just give it a minute. It should be up anytime from now. Okay, can you see my screen now? All right, thank you. Okay, so it was setup was pretty straightforward. We downloaded Autopsy and then we installed it. It was pretty straightforward setup process. And after that, we got 7-zip, right, in order to extract our Android image, right, which was compressed with tar.gz extension. So this is it. And we have all the files from the Android device stored inside a folder called data. So you can see all the Android files here. Okay. Yeah. So for analysis, we used Autopsy. So open Autopsy. All right. All right. Thanks. Thank you, Nickly. Yeah. I'm happy you went through it. Nice. Okay, one person now. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, so we have autopsy now. So what we do, select new case, right? This is just quick run through of what we did. Then we give it a case name, right? So forensic investigation, right? Then the base folder, so it's going to be stored in our document folder, like you can see here. And single user mode, this is the directory where case data will be stored, right? So if you wanted to change the base folder, you could select browse here and select the appropriate folder, right? So yesterday we called our project Little Android Forensic. Okay, so just cancel this since I'm not changing this. And yes, select next. right? Case number 007007 007 007, and name is going to someone suggested James Bond yesterday. James Bond, right? Our phone number, cool. Then email address is james.b at secretservice.com. Now let's give it .org, right? Okay, we could leave a note. Critical investigation material, right? Cool. Then finish, and we are good to go. So let's allow it carry out the setup, and then from there hmm. Yes, thank you very much, Tech Uniquely. Thank you. A lot of information about Hush Puppy, his Instagram accounts, Gmail addresses, phone number linked to Gmail addresses, right? iCloud accounts, others made through those accounts, and email addresses, Snapchat accounts, right? Everything was tracked, including his movement, his passport, and everything. So you come to discover that there was a large trail, there was like large evidence, right? There's a lot of evidence, right? There's a large trail of evidence that we end up creating or leaving online. So this autopsy, right, for Cassie Pearl, this autopsy, we are doing this on our major system, okay, on your main system. You don't have to do this in your virtual environment. So you can follow along this on your main system, right, on your main computer, okay? All right, Boluwatife. Yes, nice, nice, nice. So tell us about it. Tell us about it. I'm all ears. Right. I want to thank you very much, Tech Uniquely. I want to hear more, more, more. I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff in it. Yes, there's nothing to hide, right? There's nothing to hide, right? There's a lot of evidence. We leave a lot of trail on the internet, right? Okay. And like I like to say, for those who are involved in internet crime, it's only a matter of when, right? Some people think, oh, the fact that they are doing one thing or the other, then it's hard for the arms of the law to catch up with them. But like I always tell those who I come in contact with, it's just a matter of time. Okay, so the earlier you stop, the better for you, right? Because most of those information, one would not have thought that they could be used to incriminate Hush Puppy, right? Yes, we are using this Oluwafemi, right? We are using single user, not multiple user. We are just one person, okay? All right. Um, yes, thank you, Tech Uniquely. Okay, so while taking more comment on that, let's quickly okay, so hosts are used to organize, generate new host name based on the data source name. So leave this, okay, and I need to bring this up. So next, right? So this is the part where you have to pay attention now. So we have different type of file type, right? Logical file most time means that we have the file copied already, so we just want to select it, okay? If it was a local file, you use this. If it was a disk image or VM file, you use this option. So for us, since we have the Android file extracted already, we are using logical file, right? So logical file and select next, right? So this is the part where we add or we select the data source. Okay, so where are we picking this logical file from? So we have this option to add, delete, or clear. So we add, right? And we go to where the file is. So the file is on our desktop. So navigate to desktop and then Android image, right? Android image 2. So we select this, we open this. Okay, so right inside of that we have data folder. So we select data folder. So you just click once on it, right? So once selected, right, you can see that we have that here. Then we click on select. So you can see now that we have the file path specified here. Okay, so do you want to include timestamp, modify date, creation date, access? We'll just leave all these default. Okay, so next. And yes, so okay, configure ingest, right? So this is the part where we select the kind of file it is. So just like we did yesterday, we selected Android Analyzer, alib, right? And we said, oh, there's no need for you to select this last option, this other Android Analyzer. Just this first one is good enough, right? It's good to go. So yeah, and then next. So this is the part where what is it called? Autopsy and ingests the file and analyzes it, and then we should have the data that we can now choose to analyze. Okay. So we are going to be relating um the data, right? Since we are going over this now, we are going to be putting on our detective hat, and then we are going to try to tie some of this information together. So let's just imagine, let's just assume that we are investigating some cyber criminal, some internet fraudster mobile device, right, that has been extracted, and now we have a copy of it to analyze. So we are going to be picking some data from here, and then we'll probably see, okay, is this data incriminating? Is this person involved in internet fraud or not? Okay. So, okay, this is doing its thing. So we have to wait a little bit for this to complete. Okay. All right. So let me quickly go through the comments again. Yes, Boluwatife, his original name, his background, location, criminal charges, and occupation, right? Okay. You're surprised this Amonye Consola by how he was able to use a spoof email. Yeah, there are different ways to go about that, right? There's one thing I would love to hear, but nobody is mentioning it. Hushpuppi did a lot of jurisdiction stuff. Yeah, let's just put it that way. He was able to take advantage of jurisdiction issue. So let me see if anybody is going to talk about that before I comment that. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Ahmed, a digital footprint, right? Your digital footprint. Okay. Okay. Pamela, the Android image. Yeah, I believe I did that yesterday, but then let me share it again. So go to your browser, search for samsclass.info. So you could just search for Sam's class Android image. Okay. So yes, so you can see this link that comes up, this very link, right? Sam's Android analysis with autopsy, right? Samsclass.info. So yes, this is it. So we can open it, and then in fact you get a walkthrough. This is the file. So you can download the Android image from here, and then walk through on how to go about analyzing the file, making sense of the data, and also, yeah, everything. pretty much well documented here. In fact, most of what I am saying in this class is well documented here. Okay? All right. Okay, 27%. All right. Okay, 80%. We are good to go. Okay. All right. No, not that. Not that, right? Not that. A lot of time, Hushpop is able to open an account with his victim company name in a different jurisdiction. Did you not notice that? Maybe when he's trying to default, I mean his format, the format, right, looks more like, oh, they'll send you an if they're in your inbox and then they notice there's a conversation about money, they send you a mail and tell you that there's probably something wrong with the account you're supposed to send the money to, but then there's an offshore account, right, in a different jurisdiction, right, than where the company is operating, right? And then in that other jurisdiction, they are allowed to register a company, an account with that company name, right? And then that makes it more convincing for others to fall victim, for their victims to fall for the attack, right? Did you guys don't notice that, right? So yes, in Nigeria, it might be hard for me to create a company with to create an account in an already existing company name, right? But then when I leave the shores of Nigeria, when I go to another country, right, another jurisdiction, right, or if I have a contact there, it is possible for me to use that name. Yes. Okay, another one from Obinwene. How can one create a fake bank website with phone line? Very interesting. Yes, I love the fact that you are bringing this up, right? So I would love to say this now at a very, very early stage. Okay, our analysis is done, but then before we go into analyzing, right? In as much as we are teaching these skills, right? In as much as we are learning these skills, right? Please don't forget your ethics, okay? Please don't forget your ethics, right? So a lot of the technical part of the heist, right? A lot of technical part of the fraud, right, was not carried out by hush puppy, right? Most time you have these cyber criminals contacting technical people, right? And over time, right, we see technical folks saying things like, oh, I'm not the one carrying out the fraud. The only thing I'm doing is I'm just building the website, right? I mean, you are as much guilty as the fraudster, right? So please, by no means should you use your skills. Please, by no means, right? At no, please don't drop your conscience. That's just what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's not out of place for these criminals to contact you at one point or the other to come and help them once they realize that you have some of these skills. Okay, but please let your no be solid, right? Let it be capital No. So you do not aid or support criminals, okay? Yeah. So yeah, let's quickly go to our autopsy and then analyze again. We are reanalyzing, right? So we have deleted files, so we can expand this. There's no deleted file, right? That means no file got deleted on this device. Then we have call logs, so we can see the numbers that this person has called, right? So we have this first number and this second number. Okay, communication account. So we have device one and we have phone, right? So device, so we have this and account type. Yeah. So let's go to phone and then you can see all the phone numbers, all the mobile numbers on this particular device. So they are just this is just how many is this? This is about five. Yeah. I mean this is test data, right? But on the real life phone, this it will be far more than this, right? So we have five results, right? So save table, if you want to extract these mobile phone numbers, we can actually save it to our system, right? In form of a CSV file. Okay, then next installed program. So this installed program is what the part this is the part we can use to tell what applications are running on the mobile phone, right? So we have Android, we have YouTube Music, vending, a lot of that. Okay, we have calendar, desk clock, right? These are normal system applications, right? But let's keep taking a look. Now we have blockchain Android. So okay, we know this person had a blockchain application on their phone. We have Coinbase, right? Coinbase is like a big cryptocurrency um, platform, right? Where people trade cryptocurrency and all those kind of stuff, right? Their wallets. So if we search Coinbase, for those that might not know what that is, so yes, Coinbase, buy, sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more. Okay, so then we can, from this now, we have an idea that, okay, there's a chance that since we saw blockchain application, and now we are seeing Coinbase, then it is possible that the owner of this phone was into crypto, right? Was into cryptocurrency. Still scrolling through, we can see CoinDeck. Okay, this is another cryptocurrency platform. So let's check Google again, CoinDeck. Okay. Yes. So yes, Coindex, Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto news, price. Okay. So we are seeing more things relating to cryptocurrency. Okay. So we have another one, Cryptonator, right? So Cryptonator. Okay. So what is that for? Okay, so Cryptonator Wallet is a all-in-one online Bitcoin wallet that supports multiple cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Litecoin. Okay, so we know this person has a crypto wallet, right? Called Cryptonator now. Okay, so I mean, a lot is pointing us towards the fact that okay, this person is into cryptocurrency, right? This person is into cryptocurrency, right? So we have Loan Mower Mobile, we have BitPay. So let's check Loan Mower. Loan Mower. Okay. Um, AES, right? No. Loan Mower Mobile. Okay, we can't really get. Okay, so let's add the word app. This will reduce. Okay, all right. Okay. not so much of a useful information. Then we have BitPay checkout. Okay, another payment, another finance related stuff. So BitPay, we do BitPay, best crypto app to pay crypto. Okay, so more on crypto. So yes, there's a lot of things relating to cryptocurrency here. We can see group gifting and phase wallets, mycelium wallets, right? Okay, Blockfolio, Bandicoot, Ztrader, right? Okay, CoinCheck, Green Address, right? Walmart. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that's let's just stop here. The next, let's check the messages. Okay. So we have two messages on the phone. So this hello phone. So let's check. Let me bring this up. So yes, this very first one we have hello phone, and the second one we have make big money now. Okay, make big money now. Why will you be sending messages like make big money now? Okay, so all right, so we know this person is actually a finance person. Okay, from this information we can tell that oh, this person is into finance, right? Definitely into finance. Or is he legitimate or not? We can't tell yet. Okay, but I mean from there we could go through the person's browsing history, right? So we could check web history. So what is this person browsing, right? When we check through the web history we can have an idea of what this person is searching, right? And yeah, so we have URLs of some website this person visited. So we can see this person visited Sam's Class, Yahoo, right? CCSF Edu, right? Yahoo, Google. So this person actually carried out some Google search, right? Searching for husky marks, yeah, fake blood. Okay, so this person searched for fake blood, right? And yeah, so go through it. Is there anything incriminating in the browse or yeah in the web history? Okay, so those are the kind of things you want to be looking at. Okay, then check his or her web account so we can see okay there's an email. So now we've been able to extract an email from this phone. We see this person using this email on a lot of platform on Google, their password, right? Comments, right? So yeah, so we have a lot of activities on Google and a lot of cookie, right? So web cookie also. So here we can still see more sites the person visited, a lot of Google, YouTube, right? Doubleclick.net and a lot more. I mean, so from here, there are some sites that are okay, we might know to be frequently used by internet fraudsters, right? So if we're seeing those kind of URLs here, okay, then okay, that person is probably involved in some internet crime business, right? So yes, that is pretty much it. So we've gone through this. All right. So yeah, let me take a few questions and contribution and then wrap up. We have steganography to go for today. Okay. All right. So just okay from Cassie. Sorry to draw you back, but in real life scenario, how can yes, real life scenario, you are going to use a couple of tools, right? Some tools, right? You could use Android, you could use what is it called? ADB, Android debug bridge, coupled with DD and some other tools to extract the Android image, right? You could use tools like Celebrite. We discussed some of these tools, okay? But because of the type of this like introduction class, right? So we don't want to walk through using extracting the file, right? That would be a bit complex, okay? Because we have a lot of persons still complaining about installing, setting up their virtual environment, and this is a bit more complex than that, okay? So that we just abstracted all of that. So we are just analyzing the file. So just assume that okay, somebody has done the capturing and extraction. So they've given you the file to analyze and make sense out of it as a forensic expert. Okay. Yeah, okay, interesting. Juliet. Yes, fake blood. Why are you searching for fake blood? Fake blood, right? Baron. Why is this person searching for fake blood, right? So let's check what is fake blood. Let's see. So I mean we can replicate what this person did. So let's go through search history, web search, this person, fake blood, right? So let's search for fake blood in our browser and see what this person probably saw. So it was a Google search. So let me leave Bing. So Google. So okay. I'm sure Bing is not happy. I'm leaving it for Google. Okay, so we are in Google now. So fake blood. Okay, how to make fake blood for Halloween. Fake blood available in Nigeria. Wow, so they sell fake blood in my country. I never knew. Okay. Yeah, so we have other stuff. Naval Academy, Husky Max. Yeah, so okay, let's check Naval Academy. Naval Academy. Okay. Is this person trying to join the military? United States Naval Academy admission. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's just a quick one. Yes, Flourish. If you are using a VPN, yes, all this information have been documented on your phone. Okay. In fact, if this person was using a VPN application, we would have been able to pick it from the installed program session, right? We'll be able to pick the application name. So probably maybe the person is using Proton VPN, Node VPN would have seen that here. Right? You can see this person has LinkedIn, there's Snapchat, there's Facebook, right? So definitely there's WhatsApp, right? Definitely if the person for the person to use the VPN, it will be installed as an application. Most time VPNs are installed as applications on the mobile device. So we'll be able to see that here. Okay. So let's check. Is there a VPN? There's a lot of application. Okay. Okay. So West Park Bank. Okay. Bank Corps out. Yeah, let's just yeah, that should be all. Let me attend to more. Can I use my own phone to practice this? Or will it register me as a cyber criminal? My practice this as in what sense, Oluwafemi? I don't get. Can you put your question? Can you better structure your question? Are you saying can you extract your mobile device data and analyze? Yes, you can do that. Okay, but I mean, okay, how do we get all this information if the person is still yes, in investigations like this, right? In cases like this, the mobile phone will be confiscated, right? And then you have to it's after confiscation that the data is being extracted. Okay. So in fact, in some country you do not have the right to even as a law enforcement agent, right? You do not have the right. In some nations, you do not have the right to extract data from a person's phone without their consent. Okay. Um. Okay. Um, Let me check. I have more comments here. Oh, I skipped some actually. Okay. So, Mami Tale, what if you buy a second-hand phone and the person using it? What if you buy a second-hand phone and the person using it before you has done all this before selling the phone out? Yes, yes. So, you that's why it is advisable, right, when you are getting the second um fairly used device, right, that you get it with receipts, and then you are sure that it is not a stolen phone. It is not a stolen phone. So let's take a look at this information. So if you should check this now, you can see date and time, right? So some of these activities have date and time. Okay, so okay, you got the device, right, and on the receipt it is showing that you bought the device on in the year 2022, and then when investigation is being carried out, some activities were observed to have occurred maybe 2020. Obviously those activities were not carried out by you. Okay, then in your own part you still have a role to play. On your own part you have a role to play in the sense that you have to be sure the device you are buying is not stolen, right? And you should try as much as possible to ensure you have a receipt and you protect your receipt. So when the need for it arises, you have something to present to the concerned bodies. Okay. Okay, but can you delete anything there? So can I delete anything? Yes. So right click. Okay, so we are not seeing any delete option here. So view, case, tools, right? Windows, help. Okay, so let's right click here also. Yeah. So remember, in fact, we do not want, our goal is not to delete anything. Remember, right? We need to preserve our evidence, right? We need to make sure the evidence is not tampered with. Okay. Okay, so what measures can be taken to not be able to access this kind of information? Ah, okay. I mean, for some devices, right? Most time on Android devices, if you want to use some open source tools, right? Some free tools to do this, the phone needs to be rooted, right? So those are some limitations, right? But there are some paid for tools that can actually bypass those. Okay. Yes. So but some tools you need the phone to be rooted. Okay, so that could be a limitation. Okay, yes, cryptocurrency is legal in some country. Okay, it is also illegal in some country. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Okoli Grace. Yes, don't touch the original evidence. Yes, you check the marks. Okay, from Baron. Is there an app to use to run the search history against maybe non-criminal sites instead of individual going through everything? Okay, you have to be willing to do the job, okay? All right. Okay, I believe we search for fake blood. Okay, Cassie still confused to use these tools for extraction to analyze. How exactly can I get them from? Yes, you plug the suspect phone, okay? USB cable, right? Take a USB cable, plug the suspect phone to your device, and then you can now use the tool to extract the information from the suspect phone, Cassie. Okay. Okay, you don't need to hack the suspect phone. Okay, you don't need to. You need in most cases you need consent from the suspect. Okay, yes, the encryption from VPN might in some cases is limited. Okay, remember that VPN handles what leaves your phone, okay? Network activities leaving your phone and coming into your phone, okay? So things are happening locally on your phone, right? To the best of my knowledge, VPN does not interfere with all of those, okay? So intrusion of privacy, yes. So there's a lot is involved in this. How can one ensure that all evidence is not tampered with? Like it's going to be hard, right? So yes, remember you do not analyze the original document, right? You analyze a copy, and then you can see that okay, while going through the application, right? This tool doesn't necessarily give us easy access to tampering with the document. In fact, right, and with the document, in fact, you can see that most of what we are doing is just analyzing, right? We are going through the information on the tool, and then we are making sense out of this information, right? We are making sense. We are trying to pin things together. A lot of analysis. Yes, that's the word. Purely analysis, right? We are just analyzing. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Pamilari. Okay. Sorry about your network. Praise, but how? Okay, but can we do all these things on our own system? Ah, you need to have access to the suspect's device, okay? It's not just magic. Praise, you need to have access to the suspect device, okay? Yes, thank you very much, Cassie. Well said. You need permission, okay? Okay, ethical hacking. Yes, ethical hacking. There's a reason it's called ethical hacking. At the end of the day, there's always need for consent, okay? There's always need for consent. Okay, so Daniel, does it mean by merely having the necessary tool and the USB connection, having a USB connection data can be accessed whether it's been deleted from the Android device or not? Yes, data can be accessed, right? But remember we said if the data has not been overwritten, if the deleted data has not been overwritten. Okay. All right, guys. So I mean we've stayed longer on this than expected. We still have something else to touch for tonight. Okay. Let me take the last one and then we'll go on our 10 minutes break and then come back to the tasks we have scheduled for today. Okay, so last one from Praise. But if I'm a fraudster, I won't give you consent. So what would you do in that case? Hmm. Okay. All right. All right, let's go on a 10 minutes break and then we will be back soon, guys. So thank you very much.
Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Do you know Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Do you know that over 60% Africans lack basic digital skills and over 4 billion people in the world lacks access to internet? Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Do you Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Do you Have you ever wondered how digital Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Do you know that over 60% Africans lack basic digital skills and over 4 billion people in the world lacks access to internet? And this has been a major obstacle in economic growth, social inclusion, and education. And this has held a lot of people back from reaching their full potential. This is where digital literacy advocacy comes in. We are on a mission to empower individuals in digital skills and positioning them well in this fourth industrial revolution. This is me inviting you to join our team of digital literacy ambassadors, changing the narrative and bringing this into reality. Imagine the impact you could have made by helping just one person. Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives?
Right, guys, thank you very much. I can see that the comment section is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. All right. So yes, we'll briefly touch steganography, and yeah, that should be about it for our digital forensic fundamentals. Okay. Yes. So yeah, so the last time we explained briefly touched what steganography is, and we said, oh, steganography has to do with hiding or concealing information inside another, right? So, like I said the last time, it's possible for us to put a text, an audio, or even a video inside another, right? It is possible. Maybe there's, like we said maybe a terrorist group wants to send a message to a member, right? So they could send an image on WhatsApp, and then to another person like you and me, it's just an image, right? But then the other person at the other end know that, oh, there's something hidden inside of this, and then they have to extract the information from it. So this is steganography, right? Just a quick Google search of what steganography is, and you can see it here, right? The practice of concealing information within another message or physical objects to avoid detection, right? So so here's what we do. We are going to download image of mommy Geo, right? Yeah, so we have multiple images here, and not this mommy Geo. This is the one we are trying to. Okay, so yes, images, right? And let's open this one, and let's download this. So save image, right? So I'm going to call it mommy. Sorry, I'm trying to name the image mommygeo.jpg, right? Okay, so let me save it now. Done. So I will bring up my terminal very soon, but before then, okay. So I'm going to, now we have the image downloaded, and Yes, so I'm going to open it on my laptop. I'm going to open it so you all can see it, right? Okay, and then I'm going to share that screen with you now. I'm going to share the screen of me viewing Mommy Geo's image. So I'm going to share that screen with you now. So the image is a bit small, right? So yes, we have this. So share, but let me zoom in for those who might not. Yes, so we have this. So this is Mommy Geo's image. It's not so clear, right? But it's something we can work with. Okay, so this is Mommy Geo's image. But now I want to hide a secret message inside this image. Okay, so let me reshare my screen again so we can use the tool we are going to use on the terminal. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the name of the tool we are going to be using for this is Steganography. Okay, the name of the tool we are going to be using is Steganography. Okay, so please let me know if you can see my screen. Please let me know where you can see my screen, guys. Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay, right. So yeah, so I'm going to in Linux, right? I'm doing this on my Linux terminal, right? In Linux, for you to see the content of a folder, so I have a folder called liter. That is where the MommyGeo's image is. If I do ls, so you can see mommygeo.jpg. This is the image, right? If I want to open the image, I use a command line tool called eog, and then I type the name of the picture that I type the name of the picture that I want to view. Okay, so if I use this is how I'm going to view the image. Okay, yes, the name of the tool is Steganography. Okay, so let me show you. Let's do a quick Google search about that, and then we will quickly use the tool together. Okay, so yeah, so let me type that in my search box. Okay, Steganography. Okay, so Steganography, let's do also, let me make this a bit big. So Steganography is a steganography program that is able to hide data in various kind of images, right? And audio files, okay? So yes, we use this tool to hide various kind of information in images, right? And audio files, okay? Now, if you hide something, right? By the time you hide something, maybe a text or another image inside the original image, right? It's not going to stop the original image from working the way it is supposed to. Okay, you might not easily notice that there's something off with the image, like we will be seeing soon. So here's what we'll do, right? So for us to, I'm just going to create a copy of this MommyGeo image, right? So I'm going to be using some Linux command to do this. So let me copy cp. The command for copy on Linux terminal is cp. So copy MommyGeo and the name of the file and what I want the copy to be called. So I'm going to call it MommyGeo, right, underscore backup. Okay, so if I do ls now, you can see now that I have two images, MommyGeo and MommyGeo backup. Okay, so now if you want to check more information about the files you have in your folder in Linux, you can use the command ls space dash LA. Okay, so if I do this now, we can see that, okay, this file is owned by Emmanuel. This is the file size. So this is the file size, right? Okay, so 13491. So by the time we edit this, you are going to see that the file size is going to increase, right? The embedded, the image with the embedded file will obviously be bigger than this original one. Okay, so you can see now that these two files have the same size. Okay, so we need to embed something inside Mommy Gio's picture. Okay, we need to hide something inside Mommy Gio's picture. So let's hide the secret message. Okay, so let's say what are we going to hide inside of it? Okay, I'm going to be using a command line text editor, right, called Nano. So I'm going to call Nano and the name of the file. So I'm going to call the message secret.txt. So now I can say, we love you, Mommy Gio. Thank you for this beautiful program. Sorry. Yes, so now I can save this, and so if I do ls tag ls, so you can see we have our text here and it is 59 bits, 59 bytes. Okay, so that's fine. So let me remove all this information from my screen, and then, oh, you can't see. Oh my god, sorry, I thought you guys were seeing my Linux screen. Oh my god, sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. Please, can you see my screen now? Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to walk you through the process again. So on Linux, if you want to list the content of a folder, right? I have a folder called liter. That's where I have all the documents we are going to be working with saved. Okay. So if I do ls, right, you can see I have Mommy Gio, I have Mommy Gio backup, right, which is the image backup, and I have secrets.txt. Okay, so now if I want to see the size of all these files, I can use the command ls, space dash la. So you can see the owner, the file size, and the date it was created, and the time, right? Okay, so this is cool. So we have Mommy Gio and Mommy Gio backup having the same size as you can see here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for those who are joining with their mobile phone. Okay, then we have secret.text, right? So secret message, right? Our secret message. So now if I want to view the content of this, I can just use a command called cat and the name of the file. So you can see this is the content. We love you, Mommy Gio. Thank you for this beautiful program. Okay, so that is that is what is inside this file, secret.txt. Okay. Okay, so now the tool we will be using is called Steghide, right? Steghide. So this is the tool. So on Linux terminal, you type your program name and then you type other commands to do what you want to do. Okay. So to embed a file, right, inside another file, you use the command steg hide, okay, and then you type embed, right? Okay, then you specify the original file. Okay, so do cf to specify the original file. What is the name of the file that we want to hide something inside? mommygeo, right? So mommygeo.jpg, right? And then you specify the file that you want to hide inside mommygeo. So you do -ef for that, and then the name of the file, which is what? secrets.txt. So this is the command you will use. Okay. Now take note of something. Before hiding something inside mommygeo, you can see that the file, this is the file size, the same as mommygeo backup. Okay. So if we hit enter now, do we want to put a passphrase? No, we don't. So we just leave this default. So we hit enter again. Yeah, so you can see embedding secret text in mommygeo, and you can see that it told us it is done. Okay, now you can see done. Okay, so now if I do ls space -le again, do you notice that mommygeo file size has increased? So now, before it was exactly the same as this, but now it has increased to this. Okay, so let's try to open mommygeo, right? So there's a command you use to open pictures from your terminal on Linux, right? It is called eog space, then the name of the file, right? So if I hit enter now, so mommygeo's image is open on my screen, but I don't think you guys can see that. Okay, so I'll just quickly, I'll just quickly share that screen. Okay. So please let me know if you can see mommygeo's picture. Okay, so yes. So you can see the image is here, right? So you can, this is not so clear, right? The quality has been distorted, but this is still manageable, okay? Right, so you can see, so if I send this picture to somebody now, they'll just assume it's a picture of mommygeo, right? But then there's a secret message inside of the picture. Okay, there's a secret message inside of the picture, and to an ordinary eye, there's no way you can tell that there's something off about this picture, right? There's no way you can tell, right? Except, okay, maybe picture quality, right? But then this picture, the format with which we downloaded it affected, the way we downloaded it affected the quality. Okay. Yes, thank you. Beautiful question, right? How do we check if a file is embedded? If a file is embedded in an image. So there are multiple ways you can check it. Okay, so let me reshare my terminal now. So I'm going to reshare my terminal, and then we'll look at some of the ways, okay? Sorry, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Okay, so I have my terminal up. Please let me know if when you can see my terminal. Yes, malware can be sent through this method. Remember, you can keep anything, you can embed anything inside the other file, inside another file, okay? So yes, so here's it now. Now, to extract the file, to extract the secret txt. So what I will do something quickly. So it doesn't look like I'm doing magic, right? Or I'm trying to play smart with you people. So I'll just make a new folder and move Mommy Geo inside that folder, right? Okay, so I'll just do the command to create a new folder is mkdir. Let's call this mommy, right? And then to move a file inside another, you use the command mv, so mommy geo, and we are moving it to mommy. Okay, so if we do ls space la, you can see that mommy geo is no longer here. It is now inside mommy. So let me move to mommy. Okay, so you can see now that mommy geo is here. So now let's analyze this file. So the same way, if you suspect that there's something embedded inside, your picture, right? Inside the picture, you can also, there are multiple tools you can use. There's Beanwork. There's a tool called Beanwork, right? There's a tool called String. These are various tools that you can use, okay? And a couple of other tools that we have. There's StegSeek. We have StegSeek, but we won't be touching some of these tools today, okay? Let's just take it one step at a time. We're using StegHide. So let's use StegHide. How can we use StegHide to extract hidden message from an image? So it's still the same way. So we just do StegHide. Remember that when we're hiding something inside the image, we use the command embed, right? We use the command embed, right? But now, if we want to extract something, right? If we want to extract something from a file, we will use the command extract, right? And then space -sf, then the name of the file. So which file do we want to extract something from? Mommy Geo. So we'll give it Mommy Geo. Okay. So remember, we listed the content of this folder, and the only thing there is what? Mommy Geo, right? So now okay, so now if I hit enter, there's no passphrase that was set, so I'll hit enter. Now you can see it said what? Wrote extracted data to secret.txt. So now if I do ls again, you can see now that we've extracted the secret message. So I can check what is inside using cat command, and you can see that we love you, Mommy Geo. Thank you for this beautiful program. Okay, so this is just one way. Of extracting what is hidden inside an image using what? Using StegHide. Okay, now this is easy because there's no password. So if there was no password, that might have been a blockage. If there was a password, rather, that might have been a blockage. Okay, but this is just fundamental. So we are taking it one step at a time. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, so for the commands, right, it takes time. The more you use these tools, the more you get familiar with these commands, okay? Now, there's a lot of command when it comes to StegHide. Okay, so that's why I won't be giving you a list of command, okay? But then, most time to embed, right, this is the command you will use, okay? And then to extract, this is the command you will use, okay? So it's straightforward. StegHide, to embed, you just do where's the command? StegHide embed space -cf, then the name of the image that you want to hide something inside, and then space -ef, the name of the secret file that you want to hide inside the other file, right? Then if you want to extract, straightforward, StegHide extract space -sf, and then the name of the file that you want to extract something from. Okay. So yes, the name of the tool is Steghide. Okay, this is the tool, Steghide. This is the command. Okay. All right. So with this command, you should be able to replicate this, guys. You should be able to replicate this. All right. So this is just basic steganography. There are more complex one, but this is very basic. Okay. All right, guys. So I hope everybody's able to follow up till now. Yeah. Yes, Baron. Thank you. Baron is getting the philosophy. Yes, if you have an idea of something you want to do, but you don't know how to go about it, always feel free to ask Google. So now, yes, you can always Google search. Somebody probably has done the same thing and documented it in a blog post or an article or something. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Baron, you are getting the philosophy. Remember, I've been saying it over and over again, Google is always your best friend, right? Google is always your best friend. Okay. Yeah. All right. Is there any question while we round up our basic forensic class? Okay. Oyekwere Miracle. I don't want to go into Linux fundamental class, right? But yeah, if you search Google, you'll be able to see it. For most time, right, some tools comes pre-installed in Kali, right? Steghide is one of them. Okay, that's one of the benefit of using Kali. Okay, so yes, Steghide comes already installed. Okay, but then if you want to install tools in on Linux, there are different ways you go about it. Okay, but I don't want to make this class more complicated than we have it already. All right, so let's just let that pass. But for those who might be more interested, just check Google, okay? So I don't increase the work I have to do with you guys, okay? So let's not go into that in this class. Okay, tech uniquely so a cybersecurity professional must have more than one OS. Yes. In my own experience, right? In my own experience, when you are technical, right, you actually use multiple operating system. Okay, so I mean, I use Linux as my daily driver, but then I still have Windows. That maybe from time to time there are some things I might want to do that is not possible on the Linux system that I have to do in my Windows environment. Okay, right, and like I just love to say virtualization is such a beautiful technology. I don't have to buy a separate laptop. All I have to do is virtualize the operating system and then I can make use of it from the same laptop. All right. So yes, you can have your Windows, then virtualize a Linux system inside of it. Okay. All right, guys. So, like I said, today's class will be shorter than usual. So, this is the last class for forensic. This is the last class for forensics. So, thank you very much. I believe so far the forensics class has been interesting, right? Straightforward and interesting. Okay. So, guys, please don't forget to set up for those who are yet to, please get your autopsy ready on your laptop, download the Android image, and take a look at it. Okay. Yes. And then for those who have their Kali, you can also come and practice this. Get an image, maybe Mommy Geo or Daddy Geo's image, embed something inside, and then take a look at it and then extract it. Also, okay. So yes, so far we treated digital forensic, we spoke about chain of custody, spoke about the process, spoke about volatile data, non-volatile data, a couple of other things. We did Wireshark analysis where we saw username and password that was submitted in HTTP. We did Android analysis, and then we hid a text inside an image of Mommy Gio. Then we extracted it. I mean, and so far, I believe this is a little bit of fun, right? This is a little bit of fun. Yes, I know some of us still have problem with virtualization, so we'll try as much as possible to tackle these over the weekend, guys. So yes, I will try my very best to attend to as much questions and provide solution to as many as I can. Yes, so thank you all very much. This forensic class has been very, very interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting. So please don't forget to practice. And just like some of you are getting the philosophy already, if you are struggling with something, the first place for you to go to is Google. Just ask Google, right? Don't feel shy. Okay. I ask very, very stupid questions, but those stupid questions at the end of the day come handy, right? They are like the saving grace I have. Okay, so don't feel shy to use Google. Okay, we are all lifelong learners, and also, I must commend you guys. So far, you guys are really, really impressing me. Okay. I have a couple of you following up, right? That's beautiful. Please don't feel discouraged, right? Starting can be a lot to handle, but trust me, you get tougher, you get stronger um as the as you keep going, okay? Yes, so thank you all very much. See you tomorrow. Yes, let me say that. See you tomorrow while we address a lot of problems that we have on ground. All right. So thank you very much. Please have a good night's rest and till next time, guys. Till next time. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered how digital skills can change lives? Do you know